EuroWeb's Working Group 4, The Fabric of Society, aims to explore the economic and social impact of textile production and consumption across time. The working group is led by Francesco and co-led by Irina Petroviciu and Alexandra Atia. Historically speaking, textile production, trade, and consumption has always been a major economic activity. Its impact spans from agricultural practices and other extractive activities to the development of long-distance trade routes with the attending innovations in transports and communications. Not forgetting, of course, the very technological innovations which marked the development of textile production and made it one of the key components in the development of crafts which ultimately led to industrialization. These are the topics explored by this work group, with the express aim of contributing to a new view of European history in which textiles take center stage. In order to pursue these goals, the working group now congregates a large team of almost 50 researchers and innovators, including archaeologists, historians, conservators, heritage scientists, artists, and craftspeople from 15+ countries. Together, they explore the economic and agricultural impact of textile production and use, the economic and agricultural basis for textile crops and textile trade, and attempt to map textile resource areas and understand how they have shifted through time. Among the research questions the members of this working group are addressing in their joint research, some of the most important are the following. What is the interaction between agriculture, herding, and textile production in different periods and places? How can we quantify and qualify the textile consumption of past societies? And how can we quantify and qualify textile production and trade in past economies? How was Europe and European history shaped by textile production? And how did Europe affect the rest of the world through textile trade and colonial extractive economies? And how did the resources gathered in colonial settings transform Europe? In pursuit of answers to these questions, the team deploys a decidedly interdisciplinary approach, focusing on multiple sources, from historical texts and cartography to archaeological data, historical geography, and toponymy. The methods deployed are equally varied and adapted to the specific questions to be answered and the sources to be explored, and include historical, archaeological, and geographical research assisted by digital cartography as a support for data visualization and storytelling. This leads to a wide-reaching comparative approach, cutting across geographic borders and chronological boundaries. The work of this working group has already been showcased in multiple initiatives, such as the International Conference From the Household to the Factory, which took place last November and gathered specialists in different historical periods from different regions to discuss a common ground to describe and compare modes of textile production and the way in which said production was organized. Another recent event promoted by the working group was the Ancient Fashion Week in Muro Lecese, a double feature event combining a training school on historical and traditional embroidery with an international conference on textile production, consumption, and trade in Iron Age Europe. Many more events are currently under preparation, starting with the International Conference Interwoven Societies, which will bring together specialists from across Europe to discuss late medieval and early modern textile economies and trade. One further workshop on the topic is already in the works and will explore how existing data on pre-modern textile markets can be integrated into a cohesive narrative. Upcoming events scheduled for 2023 also include an exciting conference on textiles and war, which will take place in Bucharest in Romania. These are just some examples of the work and activities being developed in the framework of the working group, and many more are currently under preparation and will take place over the next couple of years. To stay informed about the working group and its activities, we invite you to visit EuroWeb's website at euroweb.uw.edu.pl and to follow us on EuroWeb's social media. Thank you for your attention.